And I ended up deciding that the way I can deal with it is by making rules that I committed myself and my wife to follow. And I made the decision once for the future so that he didn't have to make the decision over and over again. So one of the decisions that we made was I was never going to work on Sunday, and I actually was never going to work on Saturday because Saturday was a day devoted to my family. So when I got my MBA, I got a job downtown Boston with the Boston Consulting Group. And about a month after we started, the project manager came to me and said, "Clay, we got a big presentation to the client next Monday. So we're going to need to meet Sunday at 2 p.m. to be sure that we've got everything in place." And I said, "Mike, I hate to say this, but I can't come on Sunday." And he just blew up. And I said, "What's going on Sunday?" And I said, "Well, I made a decision that that's the Sabbath, and I devote that day to God and His work." And he just went ballistic. And he said, "Look, I don't know your religion, but I know that in my church, if I need to do something like this on a Sunday, I just do it. And then I meet with the priest and confess that I did what was wrong and promise I never do it again and things will be just fine." But I said, "No, that's not the way we work, and I just can't play on Sunday." So he blustered away, and he came back about an hour later, and he said, "Look, I talked to everybody else, so we'll have the meeting Saturday at 2 p.m. And I said, "Oh, Mike, I'm sorry, but I made a commitment that Saturday is when I want to focus on my family." And he went even more ballistic. And he said, "Look, can't just this once, in this particular extenuating circumstance, isn't it okay if you work for a few days or a few hours on Saturday?" And I kind of laid this out for him, and I said, "If I really want to have a happy family, but I'm not going to spend any time with my family, how will I ever do what I want to do? I just can't do it on Saturday." So he blustered away, even madder, came back an hour later, and he said, "Do you by chance work on Fridays?" But actually never again in the 5 years that I continued working in that company did anybody ever ask me to work on Saturday or Sunday. It just became known that that guy, he's here at 6 a.m., he eats peanut butter over lunch, and he's gone out of here at 5:15. And if you want him on your team, you got to live with this. And it really was, in retrospect, one of the best decisions I ever made, because it turns out that my whole life has been an unending stream of extenuating circumstances. And if I had made that decision just this once in this particular extenuating circumstance, the next time and then the next time, I would have to make that decision over and over again.